The first broadcast didn't come from the sky. It came from beneath the ocean floor, vibrating through every radio, every satellite, every unprotected frequency on Earth. At 3:14 a.m., the world woke up to a voice that didn't sound human, yet somehow sounded terrified. It repeated one sentence over and over, distorted by static and something that felt like pain. We made a mistake. They are not what we believed. Before governments could react, before scientists could decode even a fraction of it, the sky split open with a light so bright it turned night into silver daylight. No warning, no negotiation, just impact. The first alien strike hit the Pacific like a collapsing star, sending shockwaves across continents. People ran into the streets, screaming, filming, praying, not knowing they were witnessing the opening move of an empire that had crossed galaxies, believing Earth would be an easy conquest. They called themselves the Archean Dominion, a civilization older than our oceans, certain that humans were fragile, primitive, predictable. They were wrong, because on the first night of the invasion, something happened the Archean High Command had never seen before. The moment their energy fleets touched Earth's atmosphere, their ships began to fail, not because of human technology, but because of us. Something in our biology, in our electromagnetic field, in the very structure of our DNA, interfered with their systems. Their warriors panicked. Their generals hesitated. And the transmission people. The Archean Dominion had conquered 37 worlds without losing a single battle. Yet Earth, fragile, divided, unprepared Earth, brought them to their knees without firing a single weapon. Their ships glitched midair, collapsing like dying stars. Their soldiers staggered out of their landing pods, confused, disoriented, clutching their heads as if 1,000 whispers were drilling into their minds. Humans watched them in terror and fascination, because for the first time in recorded cosmic history, the invaders were the ones afraid. The world's cameras captured everything. An Archean commander falling to his knees on a flooded Manila street, sobbing like a child. An entire battalion collapsing on a beach in Brazil, their armor flickering. A mothership hovering above New York, shaking violently, its shields peeling apart like cracked glass. Scientists rushed to analyze it. Governments scrambled to weaponize it. But ordinary people saw something they never expected, regret in alien eyes. By the third day, the Dominion cut all attacks. Their transmissions shifted from threats to pleas. A single message reached every device on the planet, spoken in a trembling synthetic voice. Earth is incompatible. We did not know. We cannot stay. Release our fallen, but Earth wasn't ready to trust them. Not after the destruction, not after the fear. Crowds surrounded crashed ships. Militaries locked away injured Archeans like dangerous animals. And above it all, hidden in one of the surviving alien capsules, a young Archean cadet recorded a final message, a message meant only for Earth. Truth powerful enough to change everything we believed about them and about ourselves. The message from the young Archean cadet wasn't broadcast publicly. It never reached news networks. It never appeared on social media. It was intercepted by a small, classified research unit buried under the Nevada desert, a place where the government hid everything it couldn't explain. The capsule that carried him was cracked, leaking pale blue vapor, and inside, the cadet's armor flickered like a dying star. He was barely alive, yet his voice was calm, almost human. "Your world isn't a weapon," he whispered, his eyes glowing faintly. "It's a warning." The researchers froze. He went on, his breath shallow. "Earth emits a frequency no other world in the galaxy produces. It disrupts our thoughts, breaks our control. It forces us to feel everything we tried to evolve out of: fear, guilt, empathy." His hand trembled as he touched the glass. "You made us remember what we buried centuries ago." The scientists exchanged horrified looks. If this was true, Earth wasn't just dangerous. It was something sacred, something the Dominion feared, because it exposed the emotions they had destroyed within themselves long ago. Outside the facility, strange events began unfolding. Soldiers reported seeing Archean prisoners weeping as if memories were returning. A damaged mothership, hovering over the Atlantic, suddenly released thousands of glowing fragments, not weapons, but what looked like ancient holographic texts. And in cities across the world, every remaining Archean signal converged into one final transmission, trembling with raw emotion. "We regret coming here. We regret what we became. Earth has awakened us." But the cadet had one final revelation, something he said the Dominion would never admit. A truth so terrifying it made the scientists step back in shock. "We were not the first to come here, and the ones before us never returned." The room fell silent after the cadet's final words. Not the first to come here, never returned. The researchers stared at him, their breath caught in their throats. He didn't blink, didn't look away. His voice shook as he continued. "There is something buried beneath your world, older than your species, older than ours. It emits the frequency that breaks us. We believed it was a weapon, but it's not. It's a guardian." The scientists leaned closer. "A guardian that awakens only when the universe is in danger." Before they could question him, alarms exploded through the underground base. The lights flickered. The ground trembled. Above them, satellites detected a massive structure rising from the Pacific Trench, something metallic, ancient, shaped like a colossal ring. Every Archean prisoner screamed at once, collapsing as the frequency intensified. The cadet pressed his forehead weakly to the glass. "It is awake, the sentinel of Earth, a construct left by the first civilization. We fled from it thousands of years ago. We thought it was extinct." On the surface, waves split apart as the ring structure rose, glowing with colors no human language could describe. Clouds spiraled above it, lightning twisted around its edges, and deep inside its core, something stirred, a consciousness older than galaxies. The sentinel scanned the planet. Every human felt a pulse, a vibration in their bones, like a heartbeat not their own. The Archean Dominion transmitted a final desperate message across every remaining ship in orbit: retreat, Earth is protected. We should never have returned. Their vessels warped out of the solar system in seconds, fleeing like hunted animals. The cadet, barely conscious now, whispered his final words. Your world is chosen, guarded, dangerous. Protect it well. Others will come. Outside, the colossal ring slowly sank back into the ocean, its glow fading, its task complete. For now, Earth remained silent, but no one believed the danger had passed. The invasion was never the threat. It was the warning. What would you do if you knew Earth was protected by something ancient and watching? Tell me below.